Welcome to another section of Manufacturing Enhancements for Mechanical Engineers, Section 1.2, Mill Cutting Tools. Obviously, cutting tools are needed for milling operations. We won't be going into details regarding tool grade or coatings. The intent is to provide you a clear understanding of the various types of mills and where they're used. You need to be aware of standard tooling available for manufacturing. Custom tooling should be avoided if at all possible. There are various standard mill tools available for various operations. We will discuss and show just a sampling, as more detail will be provided in the next section. Now let's consider end cutting end mills. They can be used for side milling, face milling, slot milling, plunge milling, and also ramping. Here we have square end mills. In this example, it has 4 cutting planes and 4 cutting edges or flutes. Here we have a round edge cutting end mill. A quick look and it appears to be the same as any other end cutting mill. It too has 4 cutting planes and flutes. However, it has the additional benefit of a 1/16 corner radius. This will allow you to mill a pocket and add a radius at the bottom at the same time. Next are the face mills. Just as the name suggests, it is machining or facing of a surface to make it flat. They are generally always paired with indexable replacement inserts of various types. They are usually large in diameter to remove as much material as possible. Another type of surfacing tool is called a fly cutter, which is not shown in this section. It is generally used to obtain a finer finish. Here are some other milling cutters. This one is a ball mill or ball nose mill. It is primarily used for creating contoured or curved surfaces, intricate 3D shapes, and sculptured profiles. Especially suitable for creating concave and convex shapes. Smaller the ball, finer the detail. They can be a one-piece solid or utilize replacement inserts. For even finer detail or getting into tight areas, taper ball mill cutters are used. Concave radius mills are used for when a contour is desired. There are also convex radius mills. Undercutting end mills are used as well for complex shapes, undercuts, and cavities not easily reached with traditional end mills. They have a reduced neck to extend into confined areas. Chamfer end mills are used to break sharp corners and create angled features. They come in various flutes. Use corner rounding mills to make a clean transition to sides or for removing sharp corners instead of using a chamfer end mill. Besides common twist drills, you can also use insertable drills as well as an assortment of boring bars to obtain large hole or bore sizes. Various other cutters are used for milling of slots and keyways, including some with carbide tips. They are KEYSET cutters, dovetail cutters, and T-slot cutters. Each can produce features usually needed to contain moving or rotating parts. Finally, here are some tools you might already be aware of, such as plug taps, bottom taps, internal-external thread milling cutter, and an NPT or pipe tap. Here are some examples of reamers used to ensure fine fits of such components as dowel pins and shafts, a straight flute reamer, a spiral flute reamer, and a taper straight flute reamer. And there you have it. There are more milling tools we could consider, however, this is just a sampling. In the next section, there will be more detail as to where and how these cutting tools are used. With that said, let us move on to section 1.3, Milling Best Practices.